on Tiki Live, TIKILIVE.com. Forgive the what looks to be more like a 9 o'clock shadow than a 5 o'clock shadow. It's kind of like a patchy kind of thing. But
you would look bomb with a goatee.
You know, I had a goatee for quite a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I sure did.
How have I never seen a picture?
I keep shaving it. I actually had a goatee before I started growing my beard out, Matt.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have the mustache. So I just had the little Fu Manchu, or whatever you call it.
No. You have to do the full thing. The full goatee.
Yeah.
Should do it.
Yeah.
Let's be beard buddies. Come on.
Let's do it. We'll be beard buddies.
We can hold hands and frolic through the field.
Beer buddies and beard buddies. Yeah. Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up. Larry Lipson. I just went through puberty right there. Larry Lipson in the Affordable Wine Report. Growing the beard, going through puberty. Larry Lipson in the Affordable Wine Report coming up right after these messages on the What's Cooking Today show. Maddie Mapasantsa. I'm Eric Hines. We'll be back right after this.
Yeah.
The U.S. economy has been getting stronger, and home values have been increasing. This good economic news presents a unique financial opportunity for you. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Many of our clients have been taking cash out of their homes, a strategy that might work for you. The smart move is to refinance your mortgage right now with Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.18%, APR 4.35%. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN to see how much we can lower your mortgage payment. For 7 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the third year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. We gotta go home. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. The movie wasn't so hot.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. It is the What's Cooking Today show, the nation's food, wine, restaurant, travel, and entertainment show. And, of course, each week we like to bring you the latest information when it comes to food, wine, restaurant, and travel. And, of course, none better than Larry Lipson to give us the Affordable Wine Report. And, Larry, I'll tell you, I am a budget wine drinker. You know, I like to have my special bottles. But, you know, when it comes to my daily drinker, I like to buy, you know, I like to be frugal. I like to spend my money and spend it wisely. And, of course, you, Larry, are an indispensable resource for discovering these great gems when it comes to these affordable wines. How you doing, my buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great here in sunny southern southwestern Florida.
Nice. The weather couldn't be my. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of weird weather down there. Are things shaping up pretty nice now? Nice sun coming out there and warm breezes.
Yeah, it's a little cooler than I like, but it's still sunny. It's sunny right now. We've had some cool weather and some almost cold weather in the early morning, but they said it was going to be like 47 yesterday in the morning, and it turned out it was wrong.
Oh.
And it was 50-something, and by the time I went to play tennis, it was 70-something. So,
nice.
You know,
yeah, that's how it's been over here in Cali for the last couple of days. We got eased up from those rains we had and that really cold, windy weather, and it's been California again. We got our California back these last couple of days, so that's great to hear.
Good. Anyway, it's great weather for sipping white wine, and white wines are always less expensive, you know, than red wines. Seemingly, generally.
Yeah, sure seems that way. Yeah.
So I got a couple of white wines here and today to talk about, and some real inexpensive Australian inexpensive, relatively inexpensive Spanish wine,
Nice.
and one from, if we get that far, for Washington State.
Oh, very cool. So
red
local
wine.
domestic
Yeah, these
wine.
are-
Yeah. So tell us about these Australian wines. I know they've been having a real big uptick in popularity, kind of like the hipsters. A lot of them are drinking these Australian wines.
I was watching the Australian Open, and I kept seeing that that sign for Jacobs Creek. On the back of the tennis courts there. When you ever watch tennis, you see all these advertisements.
Absolutely, love watching tennis.
They're sponsors of the Australian Open. Anyway, Jacobs Creek has been, it's like an old time. It's since 1847. They've been making wine in Australia, and this was a cheap bottle of said classic Shiraz, which is very Australian. That's the name for Syrah in Australia.
Shiraz,
$6.99 a bottle.
Oh, not bad at all.
I'm not really. I doubt if I'll go back and buy this wine again soon. But
oh boy,
it's drinkable. It's for $6.99. If you want a bottle that looks halfway decent, it's a screw top. It's Syrah, and it's got that fruity type wine. On the back they call it a medium-bodied wine with plum, pepper, and spicy fruit flavors, and subtle hints of toasted oat. I mean, it sounds better than it really is. But anyway, I gave it 6 points. Maybe 6.5 tops.
And 8 points for the writer of the spiel on the back of the bottle there, yeah.
Huh?
I said 8 points for the writer of the spiel on the back of the bottle.
They always, you can't blame them. They're advertising their wine. They're not saying anything bad about it.
Yeah,
but it's a drinkable wine, and for a cheap bottle of wine, if you need one for the table sometime, Jacobs Creek from Australia. It's usually in most wine stores and supermarkets and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the whites. I like Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
Ferrari Carano calls their Sauvignon Blanc Fumé Blanc, as Robert Mondavi named it. And it's still a Sauvignon Blanc, and I have one from Rodney Strong, the State Vineyards in Sonoma County. This one's in Rodney Strong is probably in Napa, but is Rodney Strong in Napa?
I believe Rodney Strong is.
No, he's not. They're in Sonoma.
Are they Sonoma? Okay, you kind of stand corrected.
Sonoma, and this is the label says Northern Sonoma County. So when you see a label that doesn't just say California, it usually indicates a pretty a better wine
the step
than one
up.
That just says anywhere in California.
Exactly. It's not just a blend of any grape that you grow in California. It's more regional. Absolutely. Yeah, you get more of the terroir that comes across. Absolutely.
Anyway, this wine averages around $13 a bottle, and we try to keep everything under 20, but sometimes we go over. But this one I gave 7.5 points for. Again, it averages around $13. It's available nearly, in most wine shops. But it's the Charlotte's Home. Charlotte was one of the relatives or somebody from the winery there. So probably a wife. I think he was Rodney Strong's wife. She was Rodney Strong's wife.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this is the 2014. I gave it 7.5 points. The Ferrari Carano is the 2015, and Sauvignon Blancs, they will age, surprisingly so. But most of the time, you don't find much aged Sauvignon Blanc around. But surprisingly so, they do age fairly well. This one cost $9.49 at Costco. I gave it 8 points.
Oh, nice.
And it's the 2015. This is
Ferrari
a pretty
Carano.
good Sauvignon Blanc. I like those that aren't overly grassy. I like them well balanced, with a sort of a minerally mineral taste to the and a citrus-like taste. This one sort of fits the bill, and it's 2015 Ferrari Carano, Ferrari-Carano.
Oh, very good.
Good wine. Good bottle of wine.
So we got the Rodney Strong from North Sonoma. You got a 7.5 on that. That was Charlotte's Home. And then we have the Ferrari Carano. You gave 8 points to that one. That one, $9 over at your local Costco, or also check your local grocery stores. Those are some great suggestions. And we're kind of steering away maybe from the Jacobs Creek Shiraz. That didn't hit the palate as well as we thought it would. But Larry, these are some great suggestions, my friend.
Oh, good. I got one more, so if you want.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hang in there over the break, and we'll talk to you about this final suggestion from Larry Lipson, our affordable wine report expert here, right here on the What's Cooking Today show.
Hey guys, Ryan the Rhino DeSico here for my friends at Liberty HealthShare. If your healthcare has become a burden and you're worried about being stuck for another year, listen up, because you do have options. Liberty HealthShare could be the solution to your problem. Open enrollment is here, and this could be your chance to free yourself from insurance. Take this opportunity and join Liberty HealthShare. You can finally be in control and have freedom when it comes to your healthcare. Liberty HealthShare offers an entirely open network, which means you choose your own doctors and you choose your own hospitals. Liberty HealthShare offers freedom from insurance, meaning there are no related tax penalties. To find out how you can easily make the change, call Liberty HealthShare today at 855-585-4237 or visit their website at libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org. Do it today.
When you really want Italian food, really good Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Why? Well, here's a couple of reasons. Value. You get a lot for your money along with a load of deliciousness. You're not eating corporate food. Columbo's is family owned and faithful to their long-held family recipes. We're talking service that's never fawning. You'll never get, "Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'll be your server tonight." Please. Jazz every night, sizzling steaks, luscious fish entrees, yummy Italian specialties, and the world's greatest meatballs. Need I say more? Oh, I will. Value, deliciousness, Italian family specialties, friendly service. Columbo's. Yes! That little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. Mangia.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the What's Cooking Today show. And, of course, we do have our affordable wine expert, Larry Lipson, on the line. But I did want to mention, before we go back to Larry, I wanted to mention that today, of course, we did mention is the start of Black History Month. Of course, every February we celebrate the trials, the tribulations, and accomplishments of our African American brothers and sisters. And today, being the first day, February 1st, we are recognizing National Freedom Day, celebrates freedom from slavery. So this is absolutely a very special day for all of America as it celebrates transcendence from a very, very dark period of our country's history.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. It honors the signing by Abraham Lincoln of a joint House and Senate resolution that later became the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
Little bit of history for you.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning.
That's right. National Baked Alaska Day. Also, today is
Now,
National.
what is baked Alaska?
You've never had baked Alaska?
No, what is that?
It is a pie. It is a kind of baked Alaska is made with hard ice cream on a base of sponge cake. That's probably the best way to explain it. And covered in a shell of toasted meringue. So you've seen it. You've definitely seen it. It's huge. Like it looks like this huge, massive, like iceberg.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. Baked Alaska looks like an iceberg. But also, I believe they legalized marijuana in Alaska as well. So,
Oh, really? That passed there, too?
So there's two meanings now to Baked Alaska. We have now celebrate. But today is National Baked Alaska Day. So it was, in the United States in 1867, there was an earnest debate over the potential purchase of Alaska from Russia. Secretary of State William Seward at the time agreed to a purchase of $7 million. So we bought Alaska, the entire state of Alaska, for $7 million. I think we got ripped off. Honestly, there's a whole lot up there.
Where'd we pick that up? The discount store?
Alaska became a United States territory in 1868, and also a great strategic point, apparently, for our military for Russia. Those who were the opinion of the purchase was a giant mistake referred to the purchase as Seward's folly, and I've heard that before. Yeah. Enter Charles Ranhofer, the chef at Delmonico's restaurant in New York City, notorious for naming new and renaming old dishes after famous people and events, capitalizing on the heated controversy surrounding the purchase in the frozen north. Baked Alaska fit the bill.
I shouldn't have Googled image searched baked Alaska.
It looks great, doesn't it?
It looks so good. I want to trade out my burrito for this.
I'm not a big meringue fan, but baked Alaska is definitely one to try. Yeah,
Can we get some?
Yeah, we
Courtney,
should
get on it.
We should probably work on that. Very good stuff. And, of course, that leads into, how do you pair baked Alaska? I wonder
What would pair with baked Alaska?
A white wine would go. Maybe we're talking about white wines. Maybe that would go with
Chardonnay.
We'll find out
Something
from Larry
sweet.
Lipson. Larry, welcome back to the show, my friend.
Yeah. I was going to say, Alaska reminds me of ice wine.
Oh, the ice wines. Very good. Yeah, I bet that would pair pretty well. So now, Larry,
I don't know. I wonder if they have any up there. They do in Canada, so
I'm sure it probably made its
good
way up
ice
there.
wine in Canada.
Alaska, unfortunately, is it's like 50 years back, or maybe even 100 years back. They don't really have a lot of infrastructure out there, but they certainly have a culture that goes back many hundreds of years. So
I like warm. I like warm places.
You and I, buddy, we're the same in that
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
I don't like the cold weather. I
Leave
like
me
nice,
out in the
warm,
desert any day. I'll be
Tropical,
fine.
tropical weather is fine for me. So we talked about Fumé Blanc. We talked about Rodney Strong, North Sonoma. $9.49 at Costco. You got 8 points for that. That looks like the sure winner so far. That was Charlotte's Home. And then, this is the Ferrari Carano. The Ferrari Carano got the 8 points. Charlotte's Home got 7.5, and that was $13. And then, of course, Jacobs Creek Shiraz was $6.99. What else do you have for us, sir?
I have a bottle of Montecillo, or Montechillo, I don't know how to pronounce it, Rioja from sunny Spain. This is the 2010 Reserva.
Oh, wow.
The Rioja wines are mostly Tempranillo grape, and it's a very nice. These are not the real intense wines, red wines. These are nicely. Rioja is known for its wines in Spain, and it's spelled Rioja. This is Montecillo, is spelled Montecillo. This is from 1874 is when these wines started being made. The Wine Spectator gave this bottle of wine 90 points.
Wow!
So I saw it at Costco, and it was $11 and
not bad for 90.1, $11. Yeah, in 2010 too, vintage. That is a great price point for sounds like a pretty decent bottle of wine there.
Yes, it is. I gave it 8 points out of my rating of 1 to 10.
Oh, that's great.
But It's a very nice, well-balanced wine. It's got a little aged taste on it, you know, that slightly yeasty sort of flavor. This one, you know, is a nice. It's the kind of it's a bottle of wine that somebody who's a little more sophisticated, been drinking some wine for a while, will really appreciate.
Well, Larry Lipson, thank you so much for taking time to join us, our affordable wine expert. Thank you, Larry.
For the getaway of your dreams, come to Hawaii's Playground, Ka'anapali Beach Resort, on the fun side of Maui, where the world comes to play. Find your spot on Ka'anapali Beach with 3 miles of white sand, 12 resort properties, 2 golf courses, and 2 shopping centers. Enjoy the playground of Hawaii's ancient royalty. Ka'anapali Beach Resort is Hawaii's original master planned destination resort and home of the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. With views of 2 neighboring islands, you can breathe in the land's natural beauty from your favorite resort or golf fairway. Come experience Ka'anapali's own special brand of Hawaiian hospitality with world-class dining, relaxing resorts, water sports, and activities of every kind. For romantic, family, and great friend getaways, discover the options of Ka'anapali Beach Resort, where the world comes to play. Plan your getaway today. Visit Ka'anapaliResort.com. That's KAANAPALI Resort.com.
Hi, friends. This is Larry Manetti. Go to LarryManetti.com to get my book, Aloha Magnum. You'll read all about the wonderful guest stars like Carol Burnett, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, and many, many more. Also, there is an episode guide and my favorite recipes that I really cook at home. I will include a free signed photo with every book. Get Aloha Magnum at LarryManetti.com. Order now. Aloha.
Let me take just a moment or two, if I may, and talk about a great place to eat. That's right, for you folks anywhere in the eastern San Fernando Valley, drop into Bob's Big Boys. That's right, in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. Now, everybody remembers the name Bob's. They're getting bigger and bigger every day. And little old Bob carrying the hamburger in his checkered overalls is the same Bob that you remember from back through the years. And, of course, if you want to go in for a great lunch, remember their classic burger, the original double-deck hamburger combination. Delicious 100% pure ground beef in 2 patties with American cheese, lettuce, and our famous Big Boy's special sauce. The name is Bob, and I think when you go in, you'll say, by golly, I'm sure glad that I found this restaurant because it's good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They've got all kinds of things, and all you have to do is remember. Bob's Big Boy in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. It's a great place to eat.
When you've been married for 45 years, you begin to
finish each other's sentences.
Like how Kmart is now
a preferred Medicare Part D pharmacy with
co-pays as low as $1, which means we save lots of money. So I can finally build that
woman cave in the basement, Loretta's lair.
Wait, what?
Oh, you heard me.
Head to Kmart Pharmacy today for Medicare Part D copays as low as $1. Kmart Pharmacy accepts most Medicare Part D plans and is preferred in many. Visit any Kmart Pharmacy for details or go to kmartpharmacy.com to find a location nearest you.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you have severe knee or back pain and you have Medicare or private insurance, we have great news. Finally, there's a way to reduce your pain without surgery or taking medications. Call us today and learn how you can qualify to get a pain-relieving knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. We'll even ship your brace for free. If you have excruciating knee or back pain and you have Medicare or private insurance, don't wait. You may qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving, nearly invisible knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. I've used one, they're comfortable, and they work, and we guarantee your happiness. So call right now and get yours. I promise, we're here to take your call. Thank you.
800-290-0759. 800-290-0759. 800-290-0759. That's 800-290-0759.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the What's Cooking Today show. Eric Hines and Maddie Mapasance over there across the glass. Guys, don't forget, if you missed any portion of this show, you could always check out our website. crntalk.com is the place to go. Get archives of all your favorite shows, including this one. Just click on the What's Cooking Today show, and there you go. You get our blog page with information and websites and web links for all of our guests, audio archives, and, of course, the video archive available at tikilive.com. That's TIKILIVE.com. Just do a search for CRN, and we'll pop right up. We're the first suggested search.
We should be the first suggested first. We're number one.
We are number one.
Number
yeah,
one.
Number one. Yeah, and speaking of number one, today, of course, is February 1st, the first day of Black History Month. And again, a great progression in history that we moved at a very dark time in our country, and we honor our African-American brothers and sisters, our American brothers and sisters, and all of our love and respect goes out to them from the What's Cooking Today show. And, of course, another big important event coming up, Super Bowl. Super Bowl's happening soon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, that's radio guys right there for you. We are going to be celebrating Super Bowl Sunday coming up. Of course, all of my neighbors having these wild and raucous Super Bowl parties. I kind of keep it real simple and quiet around my house, but I get to hear all the ruckus events happening at my neighbor's house, and I don't know. Once in a while, I get invited to a really cool Super Bowl party,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? My favorite part about Super Bowl parties is always the food.
Food.
Yeah.
It's the best part about any gathering ever is the food.
Yeah. And right now we have somebody who's going to help us get some really delicious, savory, and flavorful pork dishes ready for the big game. Celebrity chef Richard Ingram. Chef, welcome to the show.
How are you today?
We're doing really good, man. Of course, Super Bowl Sunday, everyone's ramping up. We are excited as well. The two teams going head-to-head, and there couldn't be probably a bigger rivalry than these two teams
Let's
here.
go Falcons.
Really diehard fans on both sides. And how can we really spice this up with some pork this Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh, man, we could definitely spice it up. One of the main things that, we want to get across is that I'm just so happy right now to be in partnership with the National Pork Board and to talk about the Taste of Now campaign, which is basically talking about how flavorful pork is, how quick and easy it is to prepare, and it's a great value, especially with the big game coming up, because you're going to have a whole bunch of people coming over to the house. And with that, what do you think about when you think about big game parties? You think about ribs, am I correct?
Oh, man,
so,
gotta have some ribs,
with that being said,
and links,
you always have those 2 or 3 people that, everyone else eats 1 or 2 ribs, but they almost have like a whole slab on their plate.
I know that guy. He's my best friend.
And one of us, out of the 3 of us talking, one of us may be one of those.
That's right.
I don't want to call names here,
That's true.
And but by it being such a great value, you could go ahead and get 4, 5, or 6 slabs of ribs, and it's cost effective, and you don't have to worry about that person eating up all of the food.
That's right. I mean, and a great value, and of course, so many different pork recipes out there for ribs. Ways to marinate, ways to just different things. You do rubs. I mean, it gets really creative when it comes to ribs, and so there's a ton of things you could do to really spice them up.
Oh yeah, like as a matter of fact, with the ribs that we were just talking about, the oven roasted back ribs. With that is actually a rub technique that we're using on that. And where we're using paprika, fresh garlic, salt and pepper, and other spices and herbs, and we'll make a rub out of it, rub it all over all of the different surfaces of those ribs, because you're going to eat all of the surfaces of the ribs, and we wrap it up in saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit overnight so that those flavors can come together and permeate inside all the way throughout the meat. Wow. And the next morning we pull it out, put it in a 350-degree preheated oven, and let them start to roast. And we'll take and pour a little bit of the cooking juices off of them, tint those ribs again with some aluminum foil, let them roast at 350 degrees. We'll lower the temperature to 350 and let them roast a little bit longer for about 40, 45 minutes. And while that's going, we'll go over to the stove with a pot, add in some ketchup, a little mustard, some brown sugar, some garlic, other spices, and cook that down, let it get nice and hot. By the time that's ready, it's time to bring those ribs out. We'll sauce the ribs up and put them back in the oven, let that sauce caramelize all over the ribs. And next thing you know, hey, people are almost eating their fingers off trying to eat these ribs.
Man, it sounds
Rightly
like
so.
it sounds like it just falls off the bone, man. That process really seems like it's doing a good job cooking those ribs.
Oh yeah, it makes them so nice and tender. And if you have some left over, they're so tender that you can almost go ahead and start pulling them and make pulled pork sandwiches out of it for the next day.
Oh man, and right now, of course, pulled pork a real popular trend amongst restaurants and everything else. And you go to a place, you got some ribs, maybe even some pulled pork sandwiches. Man, you're going to be the winning chef at Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, you will. Yes,
Absolutely.
You will.
For our friends out there, the Pork Board, of course, always keeping abreast with great recipes. Is there a website for the Pork Board that people can check out?
Oh yeah, for more great recipes, cooking techniques, and to be educated a little bit more about pork and how lean it is and how healthy it is for you, you can go to the porkbeinspired.com website.
Porkbeinspired.com. And, of course, I've been to the website before numerous times. Great recipes, and, again, like you said, a great value. Super Bowl Sunday coming up. Go out there, get yourself a couple racks of these ribs, and then when that one guy shows up to the party that likes to load up his plate, you're ready for him. Yeah, that's right.
Ready for him.
That's right. Chef Richard, thank you so much for taking time to join us today, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys have a great day.
You too. Really appreciate it. Man, oh, man.
Man, he got me excited.
I know he did.
Him talking about pork reminded me of my favorite Hog and Slaw place out in Tennessee. It's called literally the Hog and Slaw, and some of the best pulled pork sandwiches of life. Oh my God. And they have a special pepper rub sauce that they use that they slather all over it, and it's like really, really strong pepper sauce.
Yeah.
It's so good, and I swear to God it lasts forever.
Well, they call pork the other white meat, and I think that's something we didn't touch on too deeply, but it is actually healthier for you if you guys are trying to healthen up your diet. Healthen, is that even a word?
It is now.
It is now.
We're talking
if
about
you're
pork,
if you're trying to have a healthy
anything
diet,
is a new word.
Of course, in cutting out the red meat, then pork is a great alternative. The other white meat, they call it. So go to porkbeinspired.com. Porkbeinspired.com is the place to go.
Let's get a slow cooker.
There we go. We'll be back right after this. This is Eric Hines, Maddie Mapasants. We'll be back right after this on the What's Cooking Today Show.
Pork shoulder. Sounds good.
We've got to figure out a way to save energy, babe. Our heating bills are crazy.
See this?
Whoa, what's that? A new remote?
It is. Budget Blinds was here this morning and installed these motorized shades in the kitchen. Come here, watch.
So I just sit here, they open, they close. This is really very cool.
Yeah, Budget Blinds comes in and measures, then they install everything. Oh, you didn't have to lift a finger, right?
Hey, I like that almost as much as the remote, but we were talking about saving energy.
Yes, right. See, the shades are also on a timer.
A timer?
You program the timer to open them in the morning and let the sun in, then close in the evening to keep in the warmth.
Maybe we should do the rest of the house.
What a great idea, honey.
Right now, during Budget Blinds Luxury Within Reach event, motorized window coverings are more affordable than ever. The more you buy, the more you save, with savings up to $2,000. Hurry and call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now before this offer ends, or go online to budgetblinds.com. Don't miss out. Call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now. Offer good on select products at participating independently owned and operated franchises. Restrictions may apply. Ask for details.
Hey, Fred Dreyer and I are really enjoying Blue Apron. Blue Apron, the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. They deliver the food. They give you the recipes. Everything is fresh. It's sourced fresh. It's all great, wonderful cooking. You go out and spend $30 or more going to dinner, $10 a person, and you dine with your family. Go and make the meals together. It's affordable, as I said, about $10 a person per meal. It's got variety. You can customize recipe. It's easy. It's guaranteed. And here's the special deal. You can get your first 3 meals free with free shipping if you go to their website. That's blueapron.com/dryer, DRYER. Again, your first 3 meals free. You get free shipping. Just go to blueapron.com/dryer, DRYER. You'll love how good it is. It feels good. It tastes good. It's blueapron.com/dryer, DRYER. Blueapron.com/dryer. Check it out today.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the What's Cooking Today show. And Matt, I did want to take a moment with some breaking news. Our executive producer, Courtney Cadera, just came into the studio and announced that Papa Pellegrino, Frank Pellegrino Sr., owner of Rao's, and also who's made a number of appearances in famous mob movies and TV shows like The Sopranos. Yeah, he passed away.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah, so we're going to take a moment of silence for Frank Pellegrino Sr. Frank Pellegrino Sr., Papa Pellegrino. All right, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, he was friends with the show. Of course, Mike knew him dearly. Of course, Frank Jr. is still on the scene, and so Rao's will still be chugging along, but that is a loss of a restaurant icon and, of course, just
a legend.
All-around great guy. Yeah, legendary guy. So
72, man.
Yeah. So, of course, details of what was going on with him is, we don't like to convey those details, but, of course, if you want to take a look and find out what was going on, it's very tragic. But
yeah, it's trending right now. So
yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, so moving forward, apparently, we have this travel ban. There's seven nation travel ban, primarily, I guess, exclusively Arabic and Muslim countries. Starbucks apparently promises, the CEO announced they promised to hire 10,000 refugees after this travel ban. Kind of in spite of this travel ban, they're promising to hire 10,000 refugees. The story says Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks, announced in a public statement that the company will hire 10,000 individuals in the 75 countries that Starbucks is located in. The act is a concerted effort to welcome and find job opportunities for those escaping war, violence, persecution, and discrimination, which I think is really the issue.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So, their heart's in the right place with this.
Yeah, absolutely. So
there are going to be people all upset. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Boycott Starbucks.
Yeah, well, and then
like
of course, that happened. There's some Trump supporters apparently boycotting Starbucks. I'll be honest with you. I go to Starbucks and I see it's just normal people. And I can't imagine that other than getting their cup of coffee, they're going to get too political with Starbucks. But apparently, there were some Trump supporters that boycotted Starbucks. I have a feeling they probably didn't visit Starbucks. That much
you can turn anything into a political discussion. You can turn an apricot into a political discussion.
Supporters of the ban started the hashtag boycott Starbucks. Apparently boycott Starbucks. Social media campaigns and boycotts have been playing a big part of the platform since President Trump took office. When Lyft announced they were donating $1 million over 4 years to the ACLU, the Advanced Civil Liberties Union, after protests broke out at airports, people who were angry that Uber did not support the protest started the hashtag delete Uber.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Trending all over.
I wasn't aware that Uber was
all
doing
over,
that.
All
so
over
Uber
the place.
was not in support.
Yeah,
of
and
the
they got rid of what also made people very angry is they got rid of the surcharges to JFK and kept services going back and forth to JFK, even though there was like a taxi strike at the same time, and that made a lot of people angry, and that also lent itself to the trend of delete Uber.
Well, and I have taken Uber rides. I've also used Lyft, and this is only my personal preference. This isn't political. This is only my personal preference. I prefer Lyft.
I prefer whichever way is going to get me there.
Well, the thing that I've noticed with Lyft, and again, this is my own experience.
Yeah.
This is not clinical studies, but I will tell you that Lyft is less expensive than Uber.
Yeah, by like $1.
By a couple, actually, quite a few dollars.
Really?
Yeah, I've had one instance where my Uber ride would have cost me $27 to get home, and my Lyft was $16.
Wow, that's quite a difference.
Quite a difference. So yeah, and I'm not sure exactly what policies they enacted to create that big gap. Sometimes they're right neck and neck.
Delete Uber.
Delete Uber. Yeah, sometimes they're neck and neck. But also Uber had some issues with paying their employees and certain other things. So, I mean, there's some things that are happening with Uber that maybe they should reevaluate the way they're dealing with social media and kind of handling the public and
they'll figure it out. I guarantee you they have strategists and everything for this kind of thing.
Well, they're a multi-million-dollar company.
I'm not worried about them losing business over it or anyone losing sleep over it. They'll be fine.
Well, another really cool social, I guess you'd call it a social app, is Airbnb. Airbnb. Have you used an Airbnb
I've
yet?
wanted to.
I do too.
Like
really cool.
go out of state or something like that and stay somewhere, and I would totally Airbnb. It's better than staying at some dingy motel.
Yeah, it's like instead of staying at a dingy motel, you stay at somebody else's dingy house. So I mean, that's kind of
exactly.
The Airbnb reviews can kind of get kind of interesting, but the good thing is there are reviews. So if before you stay at some place, you can read the reviews about the person's location. Sometimes it's like kind of a podunk apartment, but you're paying like bottom dollar for it. So there's kind of a thing.
My cousin was staying at an Airbnb in Big Bear. And because he's part of a frat, he got kicked out because
the activities they were doing.
They got there one night, and it was only max
Toga
people
party?
of 10.
Oh, okay.
Max
Oh,
people of
boy,
10,
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So, 70 people later.
Sure,
and
yeah,
a
they have a
bunch of
party.
kegs and everything. The neighbors got a little upset.
I can imagine that's a problem. Well, Airbnb also chiming in on this. Airbnb offering free housing to any immigrants displaced by the ban.
Wow.
So
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and of course, supporters of the company's gesture were very vocal on social media channels, and those who disagreed with Airbnb stated their own hashtags to boycott the vacation rental site. Which
Everything
I think that's
is a
ridiculous.
boycott.
Yeah.
Everything is a boycott. Something doesn't work, boycott it. My paper cup doesn't hold water anymore. Boycott paper cups.
Well, the thing that-
oh my
the-
God, just find something else better to do.
Well,
with your
here's
time.
the strange thing though is that there is a travel ban. People are being displaced in their mother countries. So Starbucks is offering them jobs not in America, in their mother countries. Why are you boycotting?
So who cares?
Airbnb offering people places to live in other countries.
Yeah.
They're not in America. Remember, these people are banned from entering this country. Yeah. This to me becomes then a political issue, which again, I don't want to politicize, but it just seems to me this is a little ridiculous. Just a little.
I'm just going to go home and go to sleep and wake up next year. It seems to be like everything will blow over.
Or maybe in 2 years?
2 years.
And if it goes real bad, 4 years? We'll find out, guys. I know Michael Horn's going to call me after the show on this one. Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up. Final segment on the What's Cooking Today show. Maddie Mapasants. I'm Eric Hines. We'll be back right after this.
Announcing a new handmade glass collection from Crystal Light Bohemia in the Czech Republic, established in 1794. The tradition of the factory remains, making handmade Bohemian glass with a family heritage and dedication for the finest craftsmanship, creating Czech glassware, the finest glassware in the world. Now, Crystal Light Bohemia brings this new and traditional glassware to the United States, featuring our world-renowned crystal products at reasonable prices. Crystal Light Bohemia also announces our new technology, titanium crystal glass, an abrasion and chip-resistant, shatter-resistant, crystal-clear, brilliant shine, and fire-polished crystal glassware like no other. Smooth to the touch, this lead-free crystal glassware is dishwasher-safe, stronger, and durable, yet so delicate to the eye, and it's in demand worldwide. Find out more and order your glassware today at crystallight.org, crystalite.org.
This is Larry Minetti for Herpanicin, the acne medication that really works from the inside out. If you suffer from skin problems, Herpanicin is the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out and gets rid of all kinds of acne and blemishes on your back, neck, and your face. It works so well, you can look and feel like a movie star. Herpanicin, a natural supplement created by Dr. Wayne Diamond. You take a pill, and that's it. I've been on these supplements, and they really work, folks. Don't be afraid to look in the mirror ever again. Get Herpanicin today. Call 888-467-4200. That's 888-467-4200. Herpanicin, it really works. 888-467-4200. Tell them Larry Minetti told you to call and look and feel like $1 million with Herpanicin. Call 888-467-4200.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
back, everybody. It is the nation's food, wine, restaurant, travel, and entertainment show. We're here to entertain you. We got a few minutes left. It's the What's Cooking Today show. Michael Horn out on assignment. I'm Eric Hines, and that is Maddie Mappasons. Hey, bud.
Michael Horn is going to 11.
He's gonna, he's going all the way to 11. And I'll tell you, he's probably gonna come back with the deepest, darkest Band of Soleil tan.
Really? You think?
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, he's gonna come back with quite a tan. I can imagine.
Our very own Courtney Cadera is going to be going on vacation here pretty soon to Hawaii, I believe, as well.
Oh,
and the only bit of advice I could give her is use plenty of suntan lotion because she, unfortunately, and I don't know, she's probably going to kill me. She burns.
I gotta find out how people are getting all this Hawaii vacation time.
I want to go. Let's go together.
Well, I know I'm going in April. I'm going to take some time and go up to Las Vegas. I stay at the Mandalay Bay property is probably the most beautiful property in Vegas, and I stay at the Delano, which is I think originally was like going to be timeshares, but they just opened it up and made it a regular hotel.
Yeah.
But there's no casino. There's no smoking anywhere in the building. It is an absolutely beautiful hotel, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hotel, and just a few feet away from the Mandalay Bay pools and lazy river. So I'm going to be doing that, and of course, Mandalay Bay and Delano in no way affiliated with the show, but I'm going to say it, personal experience. I'm a big fan. The last 4 times that I've been to Vegas, I stayed at the Mandalay Bay or the Delano. And I love it. I just love that property.
Oh, if you're looking for a great place to stay in Vegas, you have to go to the American Budget Inn next to the Hooters.
The ABI? The American ABI next to Hooters. Okay. I
mean, it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, the Excalibur is one of the properties that's associated with the M Life. That's like the MGM Grand, Mandalay Bay, and the Excalibur is one of those. And Excalibur is great for families, but the hotel has been there for so long that it's got some wear and tear on it, but it's also a very fun hotel. I got to tell you that if you're a family that wants to travel to Vegas and spend some time with the kids and have just a great inexpensive stay, the Excalibur is probably the best way to go.
You think?
Oh, absolutely.
I like the MGM.
MGM Grand's really great. The MGM Grand's a great hotel.
And I've heard Courtney and Jen talk about, what's that new, the Link.
Oh, the Link is
really
beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, very luxurious hotel. Also, you're going to pay a premium to stay at the Link.
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
Is it because it's like right there on the strip?
Well, they're all right there on the strip nowadays. But I mean, just the fact that it's like it's the newest hotel. It is also probably one of the more luxurious hotels. You can still get good deals for the Link, though. The Link is I believe Link is part of M Life. So if you're a member of M Life, it's like you sign up for it, put your email, and the more you stay at M Life hotels, the more benefits you get. You get discounts. My hotel stay at the Delano in April, right at the start of the season. During convention time, I think I'm paying like $120 a night, which is really good.
Bad.
No,
it's
it's not.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And again, this is for a queen suite. So this is a queen suite with 2 rooms.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a really good deal. So
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my smoking allowed American Budget Inn.
Well, Mandalay Bay allows you to do that. But ABI, the ABI, I'm sure some raucous things happen.
Next to the Hooters.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I saw some things you would not believe.
Oh, God. We'll talk about that on
Actually, you
another
probably
show.
would because it's Vegas.
We'll talk about that on another show. Maybe tomorrow's episode we'll talk about
Oh, my God. It was such
ABI.
Such a wonderful trip.
American Budget Inn.
I'm not slamming the American Budget Inn at all. It's just...
You're actually condoning it. You're condoning that behavior.
Well, I mean, safety first.
Protection. Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up here on CRN Networks. Be sure to check your local listings. Right around the corner, some great programming. Don't miss the lounge with Fred Dreyer, the sports lounge with Fred Dreyer coming up later today on CRN. And also tune in tomorrow for the PM Show Lounge with Robert Conrad. Of course, the Wild PM Show. For Matthew Bassance, I'm Eric Hines. For Michael Horn, eat well, everybody.
This hotel goes to 11.
Because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio show sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in CRN HD. The difference is amazing. Catch your favorite political hosts like Dennis Prager, Tom Hartman, Barry Farber, and so many more. Entertainment and lifestyle programming like The Robert Conrad Show, The What's Cooking Show, and The What's Cooking on Wine Show, all in true CRN HD audio. Sports, business, travel, food, wine, politics. There is something for everyone, and it's all available in CRN High Definition Sound. Log on to www.CRN Talk for listings and information on all your favorite shows. That's www.crntalk.com.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Val Dior. A Senate Judiciary Committee has voted along party lines to advance Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions as Trump's pick for Attorney General. The vote goes next to the full Senate. Meanwhile, a Senate committee has approved President Trump's picks for Health and Treasury Secretaries after majority Republicans suspended the panel's rules. The rule they suspended requires at least one Democrat to be present for votes, the latest escalation in partisan tensions in the new Congress. The Senate Finance Committee approved Georgia Congressman Tom Price to become Health Secretary and Steve Mnuchin to be Treasury Secretary, that is, by a pair of 14-0 votes. Federal Judge Neil Gorsuch is Trump's pick for the U.S. Supreme Court. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
The president unveiled his high court selection in a primetime White House announcement.
The qualifications of Judge Gorsuch are beyond dispute.
He said Gorsuch is the right man for the job and someone the country needs.
And needs badly to ensure the rule of law and the rule of justice.
Gorsuch was appointed to the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals by President George W. Bush and is viewed as a favorite of religious conservatives. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Defense Secretary Jim Mattis headed to the Far East to visit Japan and South Korea on his first official overseas trip. Mattis seeking to reinforce key alliances after Donald Trump's campaign trail complaints that defense treaties put the United States at a disadvantage. He's due to arrive tomorrow in Seoul. When the Federal Reserve wraps up its two-day policy meeting today, it's likely to announce that interest rates will stay the same for now. David Jones, chief economist at DMJ Advisor, says we're moving in the direction of more rate hikes this year, but the January meeting is not where that will start. The Fed will likely acknowledge that the economy has continued to move toward the central bank's dual goals of full employment and annual inflation of roughly a moderate 2%. More analysis can be found at townhall.com. I'm Val Dior.
Consult your tax professional before investing. Let me ask you a question. Can you keep your 401k or IRA safe from the death of the dollar, continued rampant Fed spending, political corruption, and from the possible new Cold War with Russia? If you answered no, then listen up. Fortunes are going to be made and lost over the next few months. It's time you took action. Over 50,000 people have requested our Gold IRA investment guide to learn how to protect their retirement savings. Now it's your turn. We are Advantage Gold, the #1 rated gold IRA company in America by TrustLink. Right now, we are giving away a free copy of our new Gold IRA Protection Guide to anyone with an IRA, 401k, or retirement account that is over the age of 55. Just call 1-800-900-8000 right now, and we will help teach you how to keep your retirement savings away from the government and safe in your pocket. Just call today at 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Representatives are standing by. Call 800-900-8000 today.